Hey, Sharon here. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite people in the industry. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, and that happens to be the late, great, amazing Robert Kennedy. You may know him as creator, publisher, owner of MuscleMag International, Oxygen magazine, and one of my most favorite people in the industry ever. He used to be a competitive bodybuilder back in the golden era, and was very close to Arnold Schwarzenegger, Joe Weider, and a lot from the golden era as well. So, today, my favorite story with Bob Kennedy. You see, when I first turned pro, I was able to shoot for all the publications, including MuscleMag International, and got quite a bit of coverage until I got that golden contract from the Master Blaster himself, Joe Weider. And what an honor that was. I mean, I'm still honored to this day. And unfortunately, Joe's no longer with us, but what a great time it was in the industry, in the sport. And being under contract, part of the deal was we had to stay exclusive to Weider Publications. At that time, Joe had Muscle and Fitness and Flex and an array of athletes. So it was really an honor to get a cover or a full feature in his publications. So for 9 years, I had the honor of representing Weider Health and Fitness and Weider Publications. Until the day came, it always happens to every athlete, when my contract expired. A couple days later, I get a call from Bobby Kennedy. And he goes, Sharon, now that you're done sitting on Joe Weider's lap, I need you in Jamaica. Fantastic! When are we going? Oh, and by the way, we're going to be going to the Hedonism. Even better, the Hedonism? Holy! So I started researching Playboy, Penthouse, the lot. Had some wild parties over there. We went to the Hedonism II. There's 3 levels. So we went to 2 in Negril, Jamaica. So all excited, get to work with my favorite Bob Kennedy again. He flew out a bunch of the most fabulous fitness babes in the industry at the time. We had Amy Fodley and Tori Wilson, Rachel Moore, and his crew, the camera guys, lighting guys. And we all flew out, met up at the airport. So here's how the trip started. We deboard the plane, we're waiting for our bus. It was another 2 hours to get into the resort. It's nighttime, probably about midnight, 1 in the morning. And there's locals hanging around, like these big, dark guys. One came up to me and he goes, smoke? I thought he was asking me for a cigarette. I was like, no, sorry, I don't smoke. No. He goes, no, smoke. He pulls out this big bag of ganja. And I didn't do that either. I'm looking, and the other girl's like, no, it's okay. No, we don't do that. Then he stuffs it back in his pocket. He goes, okay, sex? Like so blatant, like he was used to, probably getting a yes from whoever was landing there. So the array was offered to us, and this is just at the airport. Couldn't wait to get to the resort. So we all get in, all washed up, and of course it's a 24-hour buffet. Food, and the bar is open whenever, because it's a swinging place. I mean, people are up at all hours in the wee morning. Now, mind you, Bobby chose this time of year because it was off-season for the Hedonism, meaning it's not as wild and crazy, rats, but it was still interesting. Mostly elders went there to swing, and it was still a lot of fun. Saw some interesting sights. So when we got refreshed and we all met down at the buffet line, standing in line with a couple of girls, and happened to see this person in front of me with red fishnets and garters, cheeks hanging out, high heels, and it was a guy, an older guy. And we're like, this is going to be fun. Did you see that? Can't wait to see more. Anyway, we had a fabulous 10 days. The next morning, I'm up early. At 4 a.m. with the camera crew, waiting for the first girl to get out, because Bob hired me to host the videos as well as model for the features. And we're standing there. We had a late night, exhausted, and people are coming to watch us. They're curious. Stand on the beach, and it's like, okay, the sun's just starting. I'm like, where's the next? Who's up first? What are we going to say about her, and how are we going to feature her? And I'm looking around, like, guys, look at this. Check this out. We got to get this on camera. I'm like, what? What's going on? Well, people are watching us. They're curious. They want to see what's going on. What are these people doing? And they're all naked, standing with cocktails in their hand. They've been up all night. And these are guys like in their 70s and 80s, and a few of the ladies. And I mean, their sacks were hanging down to their ankles. They didn't care. It was a sight to see. And I said to Bobby, dude, we got to get this on camera. He goes, no, Sharon, I can't even look at that. No, I don't want. I'm like, no, we got to share the full experience of the hedonism. Like people would want to see behind the scenes. This is gold. He never did. And this happened every morning. Every single time we went to shoot, there were old makeup people hanging around, having a cocktail, watching us and laughing and smiling and waving. Never got them on camera. Wish I had a cell phone in the day with a camera on it. I would have caught it. Anyway, so you get it. So then we all go out and party. They had a nightclub in the resort. And I mean, people were naked, half naked, dressed however they wanted. Usually us girls would get all dressed up, in a little dress or little tops and everything. So we're dancing away, and my top flew off. The strings in the back just broke. And we're looking for my top, and it's from Nitwit in the day. Californians would know what that is, but couldn't find my top. Finally see it, I'm holding it, and like, where'd my top go? One of the girls found it, people were dancing on it. So I grabbed my top, and so we're leaving. Now it's pitch black. And there was 2 girls to a hut. We didn't stay in the main hotel. They had the beach huts as well. It was pretty awesome. But it was so dark, and we're kind of looping, and we couldn't find our hut. Myself and the girl I was sharing the hut with. I won't say her name because in a minute you'll understand why. We were trying to find our way around, and I'm holding my girls together. I have my top in my hand, and we both had to go pee really bad. And we're lost. And it's pitch black, and no one's up. So I'm like, just gonna squat over there, and she squatted over here, and I have my back to her, and I can hear her freaking out, like screaming. I thought, oh my God, somebody's after her. Oh my God, my friend, is she okay? So I'm tripping over myself, and I'm trying to pull my pants up real quick, and I look over there, and she's tripping and falling, and her bare butt's hanging out and peeing everywhere. Well, a crab was chasing her. This thing was big, and she's squatting over this crab. Oh my God. I mean, it was nonstop, right? So I think maybe the day before, myself and Amy Fodley and Rachel Moore decided, we got the afternoons off because it was too hot. The sun was too hot to shoot, meaning it was overhead, too much shadow. So we shot in the morning, and in the afternoon, of course, we got the golden hour. So we always got a break in the middle of the day. I'm like, hey, what's it like next door? The big Hilton or the Astoria, I can't remember. One of the big 5, 6-star hotels was right next to the Hedonism. But it was all gated off. So you had to go into the water to get around the fence and then walk a space, a few blocks, and there's a big resort over there. We're curious, we want to go hang out there. We're walking along, and there's about 3 young locals. I want to say they're probably late teens, early 20s. And they're like, hey girls, and he turned around and he had his whip hanging out. And it was about this long, and we're all like, oh my God, holy cow. And it just freaked us out. And the girls clung on to me because I'm the biggest one there. And like, and we just took off. I mean, we couldn't run fast enough. I mean, the sights, right? Jamaica, the hedonism. So, every time we did a job with Bob, it was just like the locations were always so much fun. And he would have fun with us. I mean, he'd get up and dance with us, and his stories were the best. And I have to say, probably another highlight of that trip is probably our second night there. We always had this big round table, the MuscleMag crew, all the girls and Bobby, the light guys, the camera guys. And we're sitting there, and we're just having our dinner and talking about how much fun we're going to have. And we hear, woohoo! Finally! Yeah! And we're looking around, and I won't mention his name, but you'll know him from Fast and Furious franchises. He was there with his best buds for a bachelor party. They didn't know it was off season. So it was their last night there. And I guess they had taken off to other hotels, but they came back their last night. And because it was full of, elders, and they had fun, but it wasn't the scene that this actor and his friends were hoping for. So when they saw us, like, finally, some good-looking, like, beautiful babes and everything else. And so they joined our party, and we partied all night. I mean, it was so much fun. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Jamaica, the girls from MuscleMag. Anyway, had this big pile of ganja, and the next morning we're all sitting around for breakfast, and he throws it on the table, goes, "Have fun, girls, don't fight over that pot," you know, and none of us smoke pot, but anyway, it was just the memories of this trip. So when I post photos, and you know, a lot of you will comment on them like, "Oh, that looked like it was fun," or "What a great time," and the other girls, you know, that were there, if you're watching this, you know that that was an amazing trip. So that was the backstory to the hedonism. And so I've shared some photos here in the background, a couple of our clips. Anyway, it's one of those you had to have been there, but Bobby, you are missed. We all love you. And till I see you again. Thanks for watching. By the way, if you liked this, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment. It'll help my channel grow. I'd appreciate that. Peace out. Take care.
Let me know if it's okay. All right. Angela Mason is a 5'4" brunette from Houston, Texas. Currently, she is studying anatomy, physiology, biomechanics, core muscle training, and nutrition at the Sports Medicine Institute. That's a tongue twister. Angela has been at the basketball weight training for 6 years. She's also active swimwear and fitness model. Angela won the project to make now has contact Texas acting in Los Angeles. Angela won the women's World She's also a lady watercraft. As a personal trainer, Angela enjoys helping others achieve their goals in fitness, and she is very dedicated when it comes to fitness.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, share, leave a comment, hit the like button. It'll help this channel grow. Also, if there's a topic or a subject you'd like me to cover that hasn't been on here yet, send me a note. Maybe you'll see it here next week. I also want to take this time to send out a huge thank you and appreciation to my Patreon members that are helping make this possible. If you'd like to become a Patreon member for as little as $5 a month, you'll have first access to all the videos, news, tips, and photos. Plus, I'll be doing 2 lives a week. So come join me there. It'll be fun. Also, I want to thank everyone that's been joining me at SharonBurneau.net, my website where you can find full galleries of never-seen-before photos and videos and classics, plus my fitness, nutrition manuals, tips, and videos. So either way, I look forward to seeing everyone. Peace out. Keep flexing. Love and light. I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Till next time.